What's up? Happy Black Friday. My ass ain't going out there, but maybe you are. What up, limited time AK, Mr. Dry Guy, Lighty, Jacob, Sabiji, I'm Yugi, Dry Guy, up again. Who's your rails, Mr. Dones? Big game tonight, Mr. Dones. We gotta get this dub tonight. I've needed this dub. Brandon, Kirby, in the house. Scout, what's good? What's good? Matthew Hennigan, Constant, Sly Rye, still alive. What's going on, everyone? Lydia, what's up, Lydia? Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I went over to my uncle's house. What's up, Rip J, DeWood, Armando. I went over to my uncle's house because that's where everyone met up. He invited one of his friends who lives like an hour and change away, and it's like 2 o'clock. We still haven't eaten because he's bringing the mashed potatoes. I am fucking furious. I'm starving. We didn't end up eating till like 2:35 ish, and then I couldn't find the stuffing. I'm like, where the fuck is this goddamn stuffing? I'm not eating a Thanksgiving meal without stuffing. So I made my cousin's girlfriend ask. I was like, yo, fucking ask where the stuffing is. What's up, B-Flex? Brandon, your mom gave me AIDS. I'm sorry for that. That wasn't very nice of her. But we did find the stuffing. There was plenty of stuffing. Yeah, it was a good time. I came home at like 5. I watched some of the Giants game. I was fucking exhausted. I went to bed at 8 and I fucked up and I dozed off for like an hour. And then I woke up at like 9-ish and I was like, uh-oh. And then I couldn't go to sleep last night. Oysters still now. Nah, I had like a beer or two. What's up, Three Eyes? I have not checked it out yet, Hoosier, but I will check it out today. Get out of here, Dallas. Get the fuck out of here. Now, honestly, Dallas, I can fully admit that Dallas is a better team than the Giants. The Giants overachieved this year. The Giants shouldn't have a winning record. They're not a good team. Like, half the squad is fucking out with injuries, so, you know. I feel like they've overachieved like hell. What up, Zach? Yeah, man, it was a good Thanksgiving. Relaxing. Uh-oh. Vacuuming the stairs. I had apple pie. Hold on, it's gonna get noisy for a second. Yeah, I went with apple pie. I brought Entenmann's donuts for everyone to eat. Nobody ate my Entenmann's. Naps always wreck my sleep. It's terrible. No, there was no ice cream. Oh, you don't hear anything? No. So I'm just sitting here like a fucking idiot, not talking. No. In the house. Welcome to the RGT Army. I appreciate you, broski. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, those are the ones I brought, Michelle. The chocolate ones. Those are the fucking best, dude. What up, Big Suck? What up, Chad? No, Lydia. They come once a month. If it was like someone I knew, like personally, whatever. But this is like a an established company. You're good, Big Suck. Everything is appreciated, though. Yeah, no worries, broski. I try to read. Here's my mantra with the chat. I try to read everything. Things get a little bit crazy. I prioritize the members and the super chats, of course. What's funny is this is like a $60. All right, they're done now. Yes, sir, in the house. Appreciate you coming through. Somebody asked earlier if there's gonna be a spawn cast tomorrow. Yeah, there will be one. Watchdog Legions for $5. That's a good price. That's a solid price for that game. This game, just the problem for me with that game was, it was like, I didn't really like the character styles in the game. They're all like people that, like, I would avoid, like, in real life. And then the British accents. What up, Sean? It was a good Thanksgiving. Solid. Got some leftovers I'm going to eat tonight. Should be a good time. Class versus Crass. Yeah. Those were fun times. Jason killed it, though. He just, I don't know. I think he was bored with it. Because that was always his thing. I would just show up. I was just a rando on that. But yeah, he got, I don't know, he got tired of talking about news and stuff, and now he's deep into Monster Hunter and Dark Souls. Those seem to be his two little passions. I swear, my texts are so behind. It's so weird. Like, I got DoorDash like an hour ago, and I just got a text saying that it was coming. Yeah, Class versus Cry. It was fun. And we were supposed to do, like... What up, Marnie? We were supposed to do... What up, J-Biggs? We were supposed to do, like, special events and stuff, but then he just never got around to it. I could probably get him on the after show. Think there's a good chance that Final Fantasy Tactics will be remastered soon with Tactics Ogre out. I'm honestly surprised that game hasn't been remastered. I feel like that's something they could announce and quickly release, though, in 2023. You see, here's the problem. Here's the current problem with what is happening. A lot of people are excited. I don't know why, but a lot of people are excited that there's this small chance that the Activision deal might not go through for Microsoft. For whatever that reason is, you don't like monopolies and stuff like that. Okay, you know, whatever. You can feel however you feel about it. Here's the problem with it. Let's say that this Microsoft deal and Activision deal doesn't go through. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think Microsoft is just going to be like, oh, okay, cool, we'll move on? No, they're just going to go after companies that they won't have to answer any questions for. Your Square Enix, your Capcoms, your company like those are going to get bought up by Microsoft. I guarantee it. 110% sure that that's what Microsoft is going to do. And is that what you really want? I guess if you're a Nintendo owner, you don't really care because Microsoft and Nintendo play nice, but let's say that relationship falls apart for whatever reason. Scout, it was Klonoa, which I still haven't bought yet. I gotta buy it today. Thank you for reminding me. I want to play that today. But yeah, dude, if that Microsoft and Activision deal doesn't go through, it's gonna be a bloody fight with a lot of companies that won't have to go through these things end up getting crazy. How about those Giants? Hey, you know what? We overachieved, Alan. I guess they could, Sean. What up, Michael Mashed Potato? My favorite Switch wrestling game. I really like action arcade wrestling just because of the creative character stuff. I really like Retromania. Wrestling Empire is really good. AEW will be really good. What up, PS5? Psychosis. Microsoft too lazy to make their own games. I just think, I don't know. What up, YZ? It's gonna be an ugly situation, man. If that Activision deal doesn't go through, Microsoft's just gonna be like, all right, we're gonna buy everyone else then. Okay, no one is getting Garfield kart racers. What up, Goomba? Have I bought any Black Friday games? Not yet. Stefan, look at Platinum. Platinum is literally begging someone to buy them. Begging them. What up, console fanboy? Did I get the Ridge Racer cap from Arcade One Up only $2.99? I honestly thought about it, but I don't really have any room in the arcade room for it. I don't know, man. I mean, that's a good price for sure. That harkens me back to the original days. But if I'm gonna get a racer, I want it to be Daytona. That I would make room for. Ridge Racer. I mean, Ridge Racer's cool. I've always enjoyed Ridge Racer when it was like a launch title on a lot of systems, but I don't know. Is the Switch 2 being held back because Nintendo and Microsoft are working together? No. The Switch 2 has the Pokemon problem. It's still selling. Although, you know, there's been... I think the NPD for November is going to be very interesting because there is a ton of PlayStation 5s in stock. The Xbox Series S was on sale, or is on sale, I should say, for $250 at a lot of places. Plus, a lot of places give you like a $50 gift card, so you can, it's really like $200. I don't know that Nintendo's going to cakewalk through the NPD this month, like a lot of people are expecting them to because of Pokemon and its ridiculous sales, which I made a video on today. Go watch it after this. Console fanboy, I saw that damn video. You cannot sideload them. It hurt. I received a lot. Yeah, I like this. Where is it? Hold on. Alan AA. I agree. The Black Friday stuff. Later, console fanboy. The Black Friday stuff is the digital sales are way better than most of the Black Friday stuff. It's very strange to me. It's very strange to me, but I guess it's just the shift in how you purchase media and stuff like that. What up, Mr. Perfect? Thank you, Alex. Disappointed, extremely disappointed with Pokemon. Any game from a AAA company in 2022 that struggles to hit 30 frames per second with the art style that Pokemon has is a disgrace. I've seen people online try to cap. I've literally seen posts on Twitter. People say that Game Freak is not a AAA company. Have you looked at their financials? Have you looked at how much money they made? Game Freak should be making Rockstar quality games in terms of open world stuff. Don't say, oh, they've only worked on, you know, handheld stuff before. What the fuck does that matter? What the fuck does that matter? How does that play a role in anything? Crazy. Dead Space is not coming to the Switch. No, I think they're just lazy because look at fucking, there's other companies where you have to have a download. Nintendo is very good at compressing their stuff. Every first party Nintendo developed game Always fits on a cartridge with no problem. And let's say, okay, let's go with that mantra. Let's say that they didn't want to push the game because they didn't want. What's the file size of Pokemon? We're gonna go deep into here. Seven gigs. It's 7 gigs. So they fit it on an 8 gig cartridge, which is super small. 16 gig cartridges aren't expensive. Third-party companies do them all the time for $40 fucking games. Let's say they wanted to use a 32 gig cartridge to make this huge, massive experience. I think selling 10 million copies in 3 days, you can afford the bigger cartridge. Yes, Morpheus. Nier Automata is a better port. Dying Light is and these are ports from third-party developers. Dying Light, better port. No Man's Sky, better port. Doom, better port. Alien Isolation, better port. Better visuals, better performance, better frame rates. There's no excuse for this, man. But, I mean, if it sells. And that's the thing I'm saying. That's why I made the video today. Everyone's, oh, it's sold great. It sold 10 million copies. It's a good game. No, it's not. People are buying it because it's a fucking Pokemon game. Pokemon games always sell. This system has a huge install base. There was no question in every video that I made leading up to this game, and even past the game, I always said the game was going to sell well. That's not the argument here. The argument is the game is piss poorly optimized. Exactly, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Exactly. It's the biggest franchise in the world. Bigger than Star Wars. Bigger than the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Bigger than fucking Batman. Imagine if God of War Ragnarok struggled to hit 30 frames per second. Are we having this conversation about God of War Ragnarok? Of course we are. Everyone is. But because it's Pokemon, oh, we'll give them a pass. It's fucking Legends Arceus was a better game. And see, YZ, that's the thing. They've never fixed, I talked about it in today's video. Make sure you go watch it after this. They have never fixed a Pokemon game with performance stuff, ever. Ever. Everything that's been done in patches has been like exploits and stuff like that. I don't see them starting now. We've seen companies, Panic Button. Remember they did that big thing for Doom where they made the graphics even better? Saber Interactive with The Witcher 3. Remember they did that big patch to make the graphics better where you could customize the graphics of the game so it's more akin to a PC version of the game? Game Freak's not going to do it. I just don't see them doing it. Michael Mashed Potato, they, did I not release the video? Hold on, there should be a new video out. Oh wow, it's not out. Hold on. I'm an idiot. It's done. I must have just left it on unlisted. Hold on. Yeah, I left it on unlisted. All right, now the new video's out. We're good. We're good. Callisto Protocol. As I was saying, I have a review copy of that coming. Let me see if they sent it to me yet. I don't know what system I'm getting it on though. They didn't tell me. You can watch it later. Frontiers is not better on Switch. Frontiers is worse. Is worse on Switch. But it's still a fun game. It's still better than Pokemon. Yeah, but see, LV, that's they will that's all they'll focus on with the patches. They'll just fucking, oh, we'll fix these exploits. I honestly see no way of them actually like fixing the game, which is a shame. Yeah, exactly, Gaming Fire. But I mean, Game Freak, they don't do that. They've never done that, and I don't see them doing it anytime soon. I wouldn't be so sure, Case. I wouldn't be so sure. Nice, Baltimore. It should be recreational, should be legal everywhere. I don't even smoke weed anymore, but I always say, if I'm given the option to where I have to ride in a car with someone who's high or someone who's drunk that's driving, I'll always pick the high person. Favorite alcoholic beverage? Vodka and cranberry juice. Am I checking out Survivor Series tomorrow? Yes. Is that tomorrow? What's up with these Saturday pay-per-views? Yeah, I'll be checking it out. For sure. Crisis Core is getting a Switch port. Crisis Core is getting a Switch port. I'm actually probably going to be reviewing that. Lucid dreams, Michael. I always dream about like weird stuff. Like, it's always rooted in reality. Like, I don't have fantasy dreams anymore, which, I don't know, it kind of sucks, honestly. Sup, RGT? What are your predictions for War Games? Let's take a look at what's going on here. So we got Bianca Belair. The women's match, I'm gonna go with the Damage Control team. The fucking men's match is the Bloodline, because the Bloodline never loses. Ronda Rousey beats Shotzi. Finn Balor beats AJ Styles, and Seth Rollins retains. I did watch Full Gear on Saturday. I thought it was a really good show. Very entertaining. Most of the matches were pretty good. No real complaints about it. Appreciate that, Kenneth. What do you think about the Gran Turismo 7 update? It's a step in the right direction, but it should have been done a long time ago. And I still need more courses. I still need more. Stop these vision cars. I don't like these vision cars. They're not real. They're not real. I'm playing a racing simulation game because I want to race real cars. It will not be Dame time. He's not playing. What's for lunch? I ate some Taco Bell. It was delicious. Here's my Baja Blast. Oh, it's so good. See you, Grinning Wolf. No, I don't watch soccer. So I can't watch soccer. I can't watch soccer. It does nothing for me. Watching soccer is like watching hockey to me. I just can't get into it. Now, if I'm at a hockey game, it's definitely enjoyable. Yeah, we got one course, Stefan. One fucking course. There's still a myriad of courses from Gran Turismo 1 through 6 that are still missing in this game. Most of them are the fun city courses, which are my favorite. No charm yet. I like the nacho fries. I always get a steak soft taco, a chicken quesadilla with a Baja Blast. My sport of choice is basketball. Yeah, I saw that, Wishbone. Yeah, Case, that's my fucking dinner. I got some lasagna and some turkey and stuffing left over. I like Will Ospreay. I think he's very underrated, which is weird to say. I would say he's very underrated in the States. People don't really seem to care that much about him. One of my favorite 3DS games. Star Fox 64 3D. Resident Evil Revelations is number 1. Thank you, Supernatural or Neutral. Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirrors of Fate. I really like that game. Super Street Fighter 4 3D. A Link Between Worlds. Tekken 3D and Dead or Alive Dimensions. I really like those games. Super Mario 3D Land. Kirby Planet Robobot. I'm just looking at my games. Mario Kart 7. Ocarina of Time 3D. Batman Arkham Blackgates. Am I gonna post a gameplay video? No, because I like to talk. I know, D Moore. It's gonna be fucking atrocious. Still playing the Steam Deck? Yep, I'm playing on emulators. Any good Thanksgiving stories? No. Thanksgiving at my uncle's was good. It was a good time, low key. Took too long to fucking eat. I don't think Sonic Origins has gotten a patch yet. I can look real quick. Really? What the fuck is going on here? STI, Scat Pack, CTS Blackwing, or MK5 Supra? Definitely not the Scat Pack. There's way too many Scat Packs out there. I'll go, out of that list, I'll go with the CTS-V Blackwing. I like CTSs, honestly. My buddy used to have one. It was a fun car. But it wasn't a V. He had 20s on it, actually. My day, you got some lungs there. Appreciate it, Al. I mean, there's gameplay in all of my fucking reviews and stuff. All right, so I didn't get an update for Origins, which that's not very promising. Yeah, Brandon, I mean, it's decent. It's definitely not the best version of the game, but I say it's decent enough. I don't know, it feels all right. I'm playing Sonic 3, Hydro City Zone. Seems okay. Get off me, you little chomper. 97 Civic, how much have you done to it? Like, if it's untouched, you could probably get some real good money for it. It's not the word I wanted to use, of course, but, you know, YouTube. Stock? Shit. You'd be surprised, man. People like those unmolested, yeah, I said it, cars from that era. You might even could sell it as like a collector's style car. I don't say yeah. Hydrocity is weird. It's clearly a city. Hotline Miami, they're not bad. 37 Civic with a fart cannon. Do I think, yes, Crisis is really good. Do I think that the PS4 will be a thing this whole generation? No, I think you'll see it till 2024 though. I definitely think you'll see it till 2024 for sure. But then I think it'll go away finally. All right, Tuner, we can run them. I'm still trying to get the 190E. I did find one, but the people are absolutely atrocious at communication. I found two. One of them, the guy's a fucking piece of shit. So I stopped talking to him because I didn't like his fucking attitude. The other one is at a dealership, and they're just fucking dog shit at communication. It's like, do you want to? I know how long you've had this car. I looked at the Carfax. It's been sitting on your fucking lot forever because nobody wants it but me. You should be talking to me. Elden Ring or Ragnarok for Game of the Year? I would say Ragnarok, but that's just because I don't like Souls games. But that's just me. Yeah, but see, the problem with V8s is a lot of V8 cars are heavy as fuck. Because my main car is a twin turbo V6. And there's a V8 model of it. But it doesn't have all-wheel drive. Thank you, Robert. I'll yell at him, Lydia. Start putting bags of flaming shit in front of their doors. They'll learn a lesson. What up, Pyro? What's up, broski? Hope you're well, man. Doing good, man. Doing good. I like the combat better in Ragnarok, the God of War 2018, just because I feel it's deeper. But I also feel like Ragnarok, it's linear. It feels very linear, and in today's age of games, it's kind of a different feeling, you know? But I don't necessarily hold that against it. A new Corolla, yeah, those new Corollas are nice. The GRs or whatever. The Bayo 3 hold my attention. It's hard for me to say because I obviously reviewed the game, so I had to play through it. The Viola stuff, I know people love Viola. They like her better than Bayo in the game. Some people, I'm not one of those people. I prefer Bayonetta's combat. I prefer the dodge versus the parry for me. And I found it jarring to switch back and forth between the characters and have to remember, okay, well, I'm not dodging anymore. I'm parrying now to get which time. I don't know. God of War Ragnarok. No, it's not coming soon. Maybe next year. It sold 5 million in what, 10 days? Or a week? I mean, Pokemon shitted all over it, but the Group B Lancia Stratus, those are dope. I like those. I just don't. Yeah, I didn't like the parry. Tony Stark, I was a certified pharmacy technician. Whoopity-doo. Yeah, 2 is still my favorite Bayonetta. By far. I think 2 is just a really good game with really cool set pieces. Really good combat. And just a really fun game. Like Bayonetta 3 is good, but I don't think it's as good as 2. Pokemon's always gonna have the same issues. There's no reason for them, there's no incentive for them to want to switch it up or anything, which is a shame. But, you know, as long as it keeps selling, they don't care. I remember so many people when I decided to quit being a pharmacy technician and went to YouTube. They're like, why would you quit that job? That's good money. It's like, you obviously don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It was okay, but yeah, it wasn't good. Fuck is that noise? Do I own any music vinyls, video game soundtracks? No, I don't have a record player. Or vinyl, what the fuck do you call it? I'm not one of those people where it's like, oh, I need the vinyl sound. I need to hear the vinyl. Give me a fucking YouTube video. Shout out Boof Queens and Chuck E. Cheese Pizza. I mean, I like Chuck E. Cheese Pizza. It ain't bad. You know, in a certain situation, I won't go out of my way for it, but if I'm at a Chuck E. Cheese, LP, but nobody calls it an LP, they call it a record player, don't they? Right? Well, the Bayonetta 2 in 1 thing was you would buy the physical copy of 2 and you get a download code of 1. And they did that for a little while, and then they just did Bayonetta 2 by itself, and then they came out with the physical version of Bayonetta 1. How is Chuck E. Cheese still a business? The same way that Pokemon still sells. Kids are stupid. The Knicks, man, I think the Knicks are doing all right. You know, I think they'll win tonight. Lillard's out. It's just, there's a lot of weird things happening with the team. You know, rotations aren't what they should be. They're still trying to find their rotations. And then Tibbs likes to only play like 9 or 10 people, but it's like, I don't get it. Like, if someone's having a bad night, bench them. Bench them. Zach LaVine got bent. That's the problem. A lot of these fucking players, they got these fucking egos now. Or it's like, it's not about the team. It's about getting their shit in, you know? It's like Zach LaVine got benched the other night. And then he was like, I'm a star player. I should be in there. It's like, bro, you were 1 of fucking 14. 1 of 14. That is why you got benched. You're not a defensive player. You're out there for offense, and your offense sucked. Yeah, Patrick Ewing's my favorite ever. Happy Friday, Kay. Yeah, Raptros. I couldn't run Crisis. Knicks ain't losing to Dallas next week. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I'd love him on the Knicks. He's a fucking monster. He had a bad game. Grimes played his ass off to defend him that last game against OKC. He literally had a subpar game and scored 30 points. That's generational. I'm in jail. 2 options. Fight for your life every day and get beat or worse, or keep your hand in Tyrone's pocket every time you leave the cell for protection. I'd probably fight. I mean, John Starks is a legend, but Ewing was the bad. I feel like old school NBA is better than new school. Oh yeah, by far. It's a different game. You know, you get in some fisticuffs and then you move on because that's how people are. Nowadays, you look at someone wrong, technical foul, you laugh. You got a technical foul. It's fucking crazy. You better call Tyrone. Call him. but you can't use my phone. Steve Nash was the worst decisions because he let the inmates run the asylum. He let the inmates run the asylum and he had no jurisdiction over them. Jacques Vaughn, he's not going to be a long-term coach. Jacques Vaughn, he's a very situational coach right now. Because what's going to happen is after this year, the Nets get blown up. No question about it. There's no way they're keeping this. Are they even above 500 yet? Let's see. No, they're 9-10. 6-4. They lost that game to the like what the fuck are you doing with that team right now? If I'm the Nets, I'm trying to blow up this team because you have valuable players. You have players that people want. And you could rebuild with draft picks and young people because this isn't working out. Ben Simmons is not leading you to a championship. Ship Kyrie off to LA. That's the move. You get back Westbrook. You got him for a year. You're done. You're fine. Kevin Durant, you ship him off too because he's not a team player. He's a very selfish player. When he called out his teammates and was like, how am I supposed to win with Nick Claxton? Like, come on, bro. That's disgusting. Oh, Bushin. How come I haven't canceled Batman yet? Because there's nothing to cancel. There's nothing to cancel. Bushin asks, my pick to win the World Cup, I guess Brazil. Where does CM Punk go now? To UFC, mixed martial arts commentary. Can the Giants make the playoffs? No. Can I play Steam Deck games off a USB thumb drive? Yes. Well, I play emulators off a USB thumb drive with ROMs and stuff. So I would assume you would be able to do that as well. I don't see... Well, yeah, because, I mean, you could use a micro SD card. So I don't see why you couldn't use a USB thumb drive. So it should be fine. I think the new Need for Speed is... Who are they playing, Nick? I think the new Need for Speed looks pretty dope, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of like the theatrics of it. Bro, you're 5-11. You're 5-11. You play the Spurs back to back. The Spurs are 6-13. Oh, they lost 6 though. You're not winning both games. You'll take one. You're not winning both. That's an RGT guarantee. Knicks need Pat Riley. I would love Jeff Van Gundy to come back. Jeff Van Gundy's a real one. I'll never forget when he got punched in the face by Marcus Camby. And then he was fucking hanging on to Zoe's leg that one time. Dude, Marcus Camby was a fucking... I mean, Jeff Van Gundy's a real one. Would I do ringside commentating if the pay was good enough? Not full time, probably, but I would do it as a one-off thing, probably for no pay. Jeff Van Gundy. I like him. His brother, not so much. Good Gma eats with the family yesterday. We went to my uncle's, but she did provide the lasagna and some of the pies, the apple pie and the pumpkin pie. But we ate at my uncle's because it was easier to clean everything up or something. I don't know. Everything's good, Andrew. Everything's good. I was a game tester at Nintendo of America in the N64 years. They would have never released a game in the state Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are in. All the Pokemon games were tested thoroughly. I mean, when you look at the N64 games, the ones that had performance issues, it wasn't because of the fact it was, you know, system limitations. That was actual hardware limitations. You didn't have other games on the N64 where you could be like, oh, you know, this looks so much better. That's why I had to do the expansion pack and stuff, because I wanted to expand what they were able to do with the system. And they were able, that expansion pack gave you better visuals on games. I always remember in NBA Live 05, I think it was, the commentary team was Marv Albert and Bill Walton. And every time Marv would, every time Bill Walton would talk, he'd be like, Marv, Stan Van Gundy. And I don't know why, but we always just found it, me and my buddy always found it funny. And then, Zydrunas Ilgauskas is a tremendous force in low post. Because I'd play with the Cleveland teams, and sometimes he'd play with Orlando. Jalen Brunson has been more than worth the money. I would say he has more than come into his own. And I, you know, people were upset at first. I was never really upset because I thought that he would be a good fit. And he has more. I mean, there's been at least 3 or 4 games where if Jalen Brunson is not on the team, we don't win those games because he scores 8 points in a row. He scores 10 points in a row. He gets 4 assists in a row. What up, Wicked? Yeah, Andrew, I use it. I really only buy toys and stuff on there now, and I just haven't found any toys that I'm like super interested in. But like, yeah, I still use it. I'm just looking for like, you know, late 80s, 90s mid carded toys, pretty much. But yeah, I go on there pretty much, probably I'd say every other night. You know, just when I think about it, I'm like, because I still have some credit left. Did I ever play Backyard Wrestling? I did. Yeah, FB, we ate good yesterday. We ate fucking good. Well, I mean, they could have kept Brunson. They didn't want to give him a bag, though. I mean, he gave Booker the work. He gave fucking the Jazz the work. Like, he was the shit. But you know, you have those players where they have those sort of performances in the playoffs, and they never, you know, it's a risk. The NBA is a risk because you never know. I mean, there's a few generational players that you always know what you're gonna get. But with that, you know, with 95% of the players, you don't know how season to season is going to be. Later into house. Have a good one, broski. Have I played Virtua Fighter lately? Yeah, I play Virtua Fighter 2 pretty often. I think that's my favorite. I've been playing some Virtua Fighter 3 TB on the Dreamcast, though, because I have it on this emulator device. Wayish Gaming, welcome to the RGT squad. Appreciate you, broski. What up, Beach Bites? I'm drinking on a Zevia Black Cherry, which, thank you for reminding me I need to order some more because I'm dangerously low. I order them off Amazon because it is cheapest on Amazon. Would you like to know how many times I've purchased the 12-pack of the 16-ounce Zevias? 139 times. Sunday? Ugh. What's today? Thursday? No, today's Friday. Yeah, that could last till Sunday. Am I getting the PSVR 2? Yes, I am. And you know what's funny? There's another one that I ordered. So I've ordered that one 137 times. Where's the other one? There's a 24 pack that I've ordered 78 times. How much are they? They're expensive, dude, because it's like fancy soda. So for like the 12 pack right now is 16 bucks a piece. Oh, I can get a 10 pack tomorrow. All right, let me go ahead and buy that. That way I don't have to worry about Stipending mine. It's about $1 a can, a little more sometimes. Bruno! Welcome to the RGT Army. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. I never got the email. I've never met John at a gaming expo. I've talked to him a million times, though. The Gungrave game, I hear it's a very PS2 game. Yep, I'll watch War Games probably during the Spawncast, but yeah, I never got any of the emails or fucking anything for that, which is annoying, but sounds about right, YZ. Sounds about right. I need it, though. It's what I drink. It's my water. I have not played Evil West. For $60, I don't see that being in my budget, especially with my Zevia purchases mandatory. Plus, it'll probably be like $30 later on. Finally home after body slamming grannies and toddlers. Hell yeah. There was no kids at my uncle's house. My cousin, her kids were with their father, so she didn't have them with her. But see, the variety pack, you don't get the black. I'm well aware of the variety pack. The variety pack is fine, but I used to get those because I was trying to find which one I liked the most. And then we settled on the black cherry. Do I still play Halo on the treadmill? I've moved to Call of Duty on the treadmill. We've been playing a lot of fucking Call of Duty. Yeah, the EU and Australia, there was like little demand. In the US, everyone was trying to buy it. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. I really thoroughly enjoy the DMZ mode, which is like you play with your friends or randoms or whatever, and you have missions, and then you can extract from the level at any time. That shit is so much fun. It's glitchy in that sometimes it doesn't give you credit for the missions, because Nate, Spawnwave, and I were playing like 2 nights ago, and we fucking did this mission that was giving us all this trouble, this, that, the other. Spawnwave got no credit for doing any of it, so we had to run it back because Nate and I both got credit for doing it. But I think it's super fun. Got any tips on how to handle a huge backlog of video games? I got so many now, it's overwhelming. Accept that you're never going to play some games. That's the best way to do it. Just accept that, hey, I'm probably never going to play this game. And that's okay. You know, that's okay. I'll probably never get around to this game. That's okay. And maybe someday you'll have some time, or you get tired of new games or something like that, and then you can revisit it. No, Warzone 2 is out because we've been playing that too. We finished second in Warzone 2. It was me, MVG, Spawn, and Nate. And it was the most fucking epic game because we all died. We went to the gulag. We all got out except MVG. We ended up finding enough money to bring back MVG. We kept moving towards the circle. All these teams are dying at a rapid rate. Spawn and MVG die, and it's me and Nate and a couple other teams, and we almost won it. We finished in second. Dope. We bought it for. We figured out a caveat. He was like, I'm not fucking buying the game. I was like, what if we buy it for you? What if we all pitch in and buy it for you? He was like, no, I don't want it. And then if you gift something on Xbox, they can't deny it. So we gifted it to him. Exactly, Dwan. It's crazy, brother. It's crazy how, like, nobody... Well, I mean, I think a lot of people get it, but there's a lot of people that are just, you know, they're just blind to the fact. And I already see it out of the corner of my eye, Nicholas. AD in his last 4 games, 37 and 21, 30 and 18, 38 and 16, 37 and 18. He's finally back healthy. LeBron coming back today. West looking weak. Watch out for LA. If AD gets those numbers with LeBron on the floor, color me impressed. That's the problem. LeBron's not there. So it's a completely different game. When LeBron is there, it becomes a completely different game for AD. And he's not putting up those numbers. That's where the problem lies. Finn McKenty? The name sounds familiar. Oh, that dude. Yeah, I like him. He's cool. I like his videos. Oh, he's 44. I didn't know that. What up, Gingerbread? RJ Barrett. Is he a superstar? No. But I think the problem was he had those horrible games when he was sick. And he just looked like absolute shit. So all the detractors were like, oh, look, he sucks. You know, but he never let it get him down. He never let it deviate from his path. And then against OKC, he was finally healthy. And then he played fucking great. I think Julius is the outlier for the Knicks. Because sometimes he's a weird dude, man. He's a weird dude. Oh, I don't care. Sean or RGT is fine. Does positionless basketball have a future? No. I don't think so. Because you always need... If positionless basketball was pointless, then the Nets would be in first place right now. Switch Force. No, I think he didn't like some of the game of Pokemon Dwan. Thank you, Psychotic. Do I want Punk back in the WWE? No. No. He just needs to ride off into the sunset. If every panel member of the Spawncast were an RPG, which class of each member be and why? I would be a fighter. No. Well, see, that's tough because, you know, who's going to be the thief if I'm not the thief? But I'm also the fighter because I don't think any of them have ever like been in a fist fight before. White Mage would be OJ because he's always positive about certain things. Black Mage would be Max because he's negative about a lot of things. Cleric would be MVG because he's old and he needs to stand back. Click's the dancer. The long range attacker, that could be John because he always takes shots at a distance. Nate could be the ninja because we don't know what he looks like. Evan is the mission giver. What is Jordan? Jordan's the cartoon guy. He said Pokemon Scarlet. I mean, there's a lot of people, Dwan, that are saying Pokemon and Scarlet are not that bad, and it's just like, that's factually incorrect. That's factually incorrect in every way, shape, and form. So to say that shows that you are blind to the situation, you know? Who gets killed halfway through? Me or MVG because he's old. Jordan, yeah, Jordan could be the barter guy. D Rose, some games he looks really good, and then some games it's like, did he forget how to play basketball? I think you got to ship him off. But the problem is, if you ship him off, Tibbs is a weirdo. His best friend is literally Derrick Rose. And I feel like if he leaves, like, he's just going to be a even stranger person. MVG is in his mid-40s. Since we've seen a lot of collection games come out, what collection in your mind needs to come out? It's a good question. I would like to see a Metal Gear Solid collection on all modern platforms. You don't even have to change that much up. You don't. I'm not a picky person. But that, to me, would be amazing. Yeah, I think he turned like 46 a couple months ago. Thoughts on MJF winning the belt? This is the right move. Batman Arkham Collection on the Switch. Yeah, I'm still waiting on that. Thoughts on Zion and Brandon Ingram? Zion needs to stay healthy. I think the Pelicans can be... They're not a championship team, but I think they could go to the playoffs in their current state right now. They also have McCollum, right? I think they could go to the playoffs in their current state right now and upset a team. Bro, literally, Derrick Rose is that man's best friend. He has no friends outside of basketball, really. He ain't got no wife, he ain't got no kids or nothing like that, which, you know, that's fine, but he's literally dedicated his whole life to basketball. All right, thank you. Bye. All right, house is clean. Smells good too. Yeah, so I mean, I really feel like they could do some damage as far as upsetting a team. I don't think they could go all the way though. Is it Dennis? I haven't been keeping an eye on that. 90s bomb. We were talking about that on the last stream. How the Bomberman collection would be cool. Have like Bomberman, the originals, have the Saturn version, then have the N64 game to sort of break it off. One day, please do a quick video tour of your 1UP arcade room. Do a one-coin play of any game and tell your experience with the real arcade version. I could do that. No, bro, Tim's got nothing. Tim's got nothing. What's the last thing I bought from Limited Run Games? Shredder's Revenge Collector's Edition. It'll be out sometime Q1 of 2023. So the summer. Because God forbid. I swear to Christ, when that first went up, they said that it was coming out in August. I swear, I would bet on my mother's life, that they said that. But no. Finn's not going to beat Roman. No, damsel. I always tell them, see, when they come, I'm like, I'll be downstairs. Just vacuum the stairs to the basement. Because it doesn't really get, I mean, it gets a little dusty down here, but I got a little hand vac. And I got a trash can over there. And I mean, it's relatively clean down here. Nice black stepdad. It did say August. I swear to fuck it said August. So I was like, oh, great. You know, they already have. Here's the problem. They try to do all these extra things with it. And it's like, yo, if you don't have all these things lined up already, don't start taking pre-orders on it. Like, don't do it. Really? Which one? Oh, I think I have the PS2 collecting. Let me see. Hold on, now I'm curious. I have tons of hats. I just don't wear them. This is the one I have. The Essential Collection. Which consists of Metal Gear, 2, and 3. It's actually still sealed. I wonder if it's not worth anything. Yeah, I'll be interested to see if they, because in order for Bayonetta 4 to happen, or in order for Bayonetta 4 to happen, Nintendo has to sign off on that. And I don't know if they would. I think they like it to diversify their portfolio, but I don't know. Damn, PS2 games are fucking skyrocketing. Metal Gear Solid Essential Collection. What is this worth? Wow, it's worth $135. I definitely paid nowhere near that for this. I think I bought this for like 20, 30 bucks back in the day. Damn, one just sold for 200. Nice. Not bad. Why do I think a percentage of humans are incapable of seeing performance issues in the game? I don't think it's necessarily that. I think some people are just not privy to that sort of stuff, like kids, extremely casual people. I could give them a pass. But if you make video game videos for a living, and you talk about video games for a living, and you don't see performance issues, that's where I have a problem. I know, fuck WATA. I did write a 32X book. It's available on Amazon right now. With free Prime shipping. Bada boom. I added more pictures to this book and they never fucking. Damn, it's been 2 years since no, it's been 3 years. Holy shit. November 23rd, 2019 is when it first was published. That's crazy. It definitely does not feel like that long ago. Appreciate you, Eric. Write a Saturn book? The problem with the Saturn is you just have to do North American because there's so many Japanese games out there that are crazy. Yeah, Dwan, that's what I was saying. Bayonetta 4 would be interesting because Nintendo has to sign off on it in order for Platinum to make it. And I don't know that they're very happy with Platinum. Get dunked on by Patrick Chewing. Did I have any difficult subjects around my time in university? Everything was hard for me. The only thing that was easy for me was public speaking in English class because I could write and I could talk to people. But like math and stuff, I failed Algebra 2 in high school and in college. I just couldn't. And we got to a point where like there were certain types of math problems that my brain just couldn't do them. And so I quit. All right, so we're going to wrap this up at 2:40 p.m. my time. So you got about 7 more minutes. You got any final questions? Be sure to get them in. I've got to work on some stuff behind the scenes. Do have a new video up on the main channel. Make sure you go check that out after this. Well, I think Skyrim on the Switch is good because of the fucking Master Sword and shit. Like, that was awesome. Yeah, Dennis, it's definitely a game for people who don't know any better. Yeah, college is a weird thing. I mean, because I got friends who went to like universities with scholarships and stuff, and now they're sitting on their mom's couch, slowly dying, like literally. And it's like, you know, college is fine if you know why you want to go and you know what you're going for. But, you know, it's also a trap because, you know, you're going to get these student loans and shit. And it's like, unless you're going for a very specific reason and a job that's high in demand, you could be potentially putting yourself in like super debt. Like, cause I went to community college because I was like, the only reason I went to community college was because my parents were like, you need to go to college. I'm like, why? And they're like, you need to go. I'm like, whatever, I'll go to community college. So, you know, it was mad cheap. I was living at home. I got a job and I was working. And then I just got tired of school because I was working like almost like 40 hours a week while going to school. And it's like, I'm going to school for something I don't know why I'm going. Like, I was just going for general business. And I was like, this is a waste of time. I'd rather make money. I mean, you're better off with trade schools, man. Trades, that's where the fucking money is. You're always going to need plumbers and HVAC people and electricians and shit like that. And then you could start your own company off of that. Thoughts on DSP Gaming? I like to think welders, yeah, dude, but fucking mechanics. Well, I don't know. With the way the world is going now, if you drive a gas car, you're a piece of shit. Yeah, DSP, I like to think that some of his stuff is self-aware, but in the back of my mind, I don't think it is. I think he naturally is just a weird fucking dude. Fuck that EDP, dude. Yes, Ryan, holy fuck. That documentary on Tommy Tallarico, that was gripping. And it's so funny. Like, the first bit of it was fine. It was mostly stuff, you know, I was aware of. But the last hour and a half was just a roller coaster ride. And then I thought about it. I actually left a comment on that video. Because back when I used to talk to Tommy, and he wanted me to come out and see the system, and I was like, no. Like, that was something weird about that. He sent me a t-shirt and he asked for my address, and I gave him my address, and he said, oh, first off, I lived in a very small town. This is when I had my old place that I lived in before here. He was like, oh, I used to date a girl from there. And I was like, oh, that's, you know, small world. And then after watching that video, I was like, wait a minute. Did he lie to me about dating a girl from this town? Because that's a very random thing and something that probably did not happen. I get it done once a month, so it's $250. But like for the bathrooms and shit, dude, it's so worth it. The bathrooms and the toilet and shit. Even if that was all they did, like I wouldn't care. That'd be good enough. I have mostly hardwood floors in my place as well. So like I'm not, you know, it's not like I actually keep this clean, I guess because I own it. Like every place that I've had before this, I just didn't care because it wasn't mine. Student loans. I mean, it's predatory. They're way too high, but at the same time, it's like my line of logic is like, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. It's just like student loans shouldn't be as high as they are. They shouldn't have the interest rates that they have. But at the same time, you know, if they were cheaper, then you know, you're going to school, you're getting a higher education or whatever. The whole school system from preschool on is fucked. And we let it get to this point of where it is now. You learn so much bullshit in school that you don't use in real life. Like I said, I never finished Algebra 2. Essentially now, I run my own business. I guess it's just a YouTube channel, but there's a lot that goes along with it. Okay, I have to know about taxes and write-offs and this, that, and the other. I have never used anything beyond just basic math. You know who uses that? The accountant. Okay, he's the one doing it. The average person is never going to use all that shit. You should be, yeah, you should be rewarded. But it's just, I mean, it's the thought of it's the cost of everything. No, there'll never be another G4. Do I gamble on sports? Not really. I'm not much of a gambler. Like, I'm so cheap. Never use the Pythagorean theorem. Never. You use basic math. I spent this much this month. I made this much this month. I need to set this much aside for taxes. Basic addition, subtraction, sometimes division, sometimes multiplying. You like to see the multiplying. I like it, Keep a G Records. I think that's a very good thing. I think that's a win-win for everyone. Because you should be, I mean, if you're just strictly uploading a full song with no context, okay. But if I want to use like a popular song from my day in a video for like a 10-second clip or something, I should be able to do that. I should be able to do that. I should still be able to make money from it, and others should still be, and the people who made the content should still be able to make money off of it. I don't have a pet. Well, that's the thing. You're never going to have a calculator in your hand. Bull, fuck you. What is this, motherfucker? A cell phone. Who's texting me? It's probably another old text message. Oh, I have to rate the maids. No pets. I want to get a dog. I like dogs. I don't like cats. But I don't know. It's a lot of responsibility. Because I want to be like a decent dog owner. But I think that could be fun. But I want to get this car first. So that could be my pet. Pets are a lot of work, though. Like, I need one with, like, limited shedding. But, like, dogs are cool. But not a little yappy dog. My uncle has 3 fucking little yappy dogs. And I want to punch every fucking one of them in the face every time I go over to his house. Because they're so goddamn annoying. It's like a rodent. It's like a large New York City rodent. And it's like, this is not a fucking dog, man. Somebody breaks into your house. What's this motherfucker gonna do? Yap at him? Ask him to throw the ball? All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you to everyone who came out and hung out with me. Like I said, there is a new video on the main channel. Make sure you guys go check that out. Maybe see some of the videos that you missed out on. Thank you to everyone for coming through on this stream. Thank you to everyone who donated or is a channel member. You guys are awesome. You help support this channel and keep this channel going because I don't really make money on these streams. YouTube always demonetizes them because I say naughty words. So fuck you, YouTube. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll be back Saturday evening after the Spawncast for shenanigans. We'll have some of the Spawncast people on there. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Have a safe Black Friday. If you do go out shopping, pack something. Bring a little something in your pocket just in case things get out of hand. You never know what the situation may call for. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Later.